Hello everybody, welcome back to Gelvin Valley, Farming Simulator 15. This is a map created by Wild Wild Wes. Oh, based on, I think according to his description, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and parts of the UK. Just a beautiful map. We are well into our harvest with a larger header this go around, so I think we're traipsing through the fields a lot quicker. We've done 1 through 4, 43, and 49, and we're on to 41. This time with the canola. And I think something I'm going to need to do is create a path to take it into storage versus taking it to a sell point, as I can't really easily take the canola to a sell point from up here. I mean, I could, but I got to go clear across the valley. Looking over, you see Gelvin bio oil kind of up in here. I think that's kind of where I'd like to take it. I think that gets the highest price for it. But it's a lot of downhill and significant uphill, and I don't know if I can keep up with a combine effectively that way. So I'll just run it to storage, and then after the harvest, we can take it to market. You know what? I probably should go check on my combine. I got him going. Oh, for once he's behaving. He didn't try to go through a fence or anything like that. He's just doing, or she, whoever's in there. Don't know who had hired this go around. Wait a minute, what am I saying? We're, was it Farm Sim 17 that introduced the female character? I'm trying to remember if, well, let me just zoom in here and have a peek. Yeah, that's still a male character, so maybe it was Farm Sim 17. I keep saying he or she, but maybe in 15 we were still dealing males only or something. Who knows? Who cares, right? You know what? Is that going to end up in the trader? Hopefully it will. Hopefully courseplay will keep him from getting in trouble. Right now, he's on a course to take him back to the pheasant pluckers. Once he's full, I think I'll develop a new course. I assume he'll get um, another load in. Frankly, I probably, well, yeah, it's hard to say with course play. Each course you make has to be a brand new course. Why course play? You don't need that fence. Jump in Jiminy. There we go. For some reason, they love the fences. Go figure. I don't know why it has a little whoopee there. I think I'm going to try to get a picture of him climbing the hill here. Almost think it's spinning a little bit coming up the hill. Love seeing him fully leveled out. I'm seeing the same problem we had before. It was in this very field where I did a whole bunch of modding on this particular combine. To make sure that the straw swath that came out the back ended up on the ground. And I see it's kind of got the same problem, scattering straw to where you only see it kind of up in the air and then it just dissipates as if to nothing. Although if you look at the ground, you can see that it's getting chopped up, getting applied. Oh well, just a game, right? We can suspend reality for certain details. While he's doing this, though, I want to teleport somewhere. This has been a couple episodes ago. I think we planted a whole bunch of trees in here. Oh, look at that. They're all still sticks. I really don't know. I still have everything in here on fast growth, as I recall. Yep. But I don't know if that makes any difference for the timber, the trees. And I'm assuming if we go down to the other areas where we planted something, Yep, it all looks the same. Kind of looking forward to doing a little timber work once these are ready, but looks like it's going to be a while. Now I probably can get this fella up the hill, if you will, to go take care of the Stonehenge field. What is it, at field 43? We had barley up there, so I know there'll be some windrows we can take care of. It's going to protest coming up the hill. Can't do much about it. Very steep hills in here. And I'll say again, I think for the umpteenth time, I wish this could have come over to Farm Sim 17 and beyond. Just a stellar map. You know, I just turned on my weather indicator up there. There is 2 more minutes of sunshine, and then the next thing that's going to happen is there's going to be a 20-minute period of time called rain fade. And basically during that time period, what the game is going to do is go from sunny skies like we have right now, and it's going to get darker, clouds will gather, and then at the end of that 20-minute period, it's going to rain and rain and rain and rain. So, yeah, so that may actually work nice and coincide kind of with the end of this episode if I do this right. I think I can. Last time it didn't even rain. It really doesn't rain all that much. I think I'll take this shortcut to get up into the field, to go the back way. Because I love kind of coming up through these trees. Sing a few horsies. Zip on through here. So don't need my... When I worked on Lone Oak, we had a few fields that were accessible only through the woods, kind of like this, where you had to kind of come through a dirt trail to get into an area that would open up and you would have a field. I always liked those areas. I know maybe to most farmers they're kind of a pain in the neck, but for aesthetics, definitely liked them. I'm going to leave that part here. I guess I don't need to do this until I want to make sure I keep track of my guy handling the offloading of the combine. Because like I say, I think I needed to make a new path for him. You know, in later versions of the game, maybe even 17, I know for sure on 19, there was this mod called Auto Drive that really helped, you know, to where you could set up a road network and then tap into it with certain locations and tell it to go from this location to that location, and it would just do it and follow the network. But in courseplay, you pretty well have to develop a new course for every single field. I know there's probably a modular way to do it, if you will. By modular, I mean you could set up certain segments, but then every time you do a route, you have to gather the appropriate segments. Well, and depending on how big the map is, I mean, who wants to set up a route by gathering 50 or more segments? I mean, that'd just be kind of a pain. So, alright, we're gonna... I think I need to start back here to get my 2 things. Come on, give me the other dot. I almost think, can I make this turn? There we go. I'll take him down this way. Try to set up something to haul this to storage. I think the best thing to do for him on this is to take it all the way to the road, the main highway, and just head on down it. I think that's probably the best way to get them to storage. And for all the complaining we do about courseplay, this is where courseplay can really be helpful. And like I say, some people maybe enjoy carting grain out of the field. For me, it isn't my favorite task, so I don't mind doing it a time or two, but like doing it right here, I kind of just prefer to automate it if I can, and then let the hired help deal with it. Once they're out of these small little fields, they seem to behave quite a bit better with what I pay them a should. Go by this camp area. You know, I don't know that I've ever been down in there. If I had a role play going on, maybe the missus and I and the kids could go visit the park for the weekend. Trouble is, there's too much work to do to get our harvest in. Yeah, see, now you can kind of see in that blue thing up there in the corner, rain fade. I can't remember if I said anything about that, by the way. It's not a mod I've ever released, but I wanted a little more precision, so I knew more, like I say, with more precisely just when rain was going to start coming and, you know, how long I had to harvest. You know, because that rain icon just next to the time of 11:23, it's been on the air for several hours. You know, so someone could say, well, is it going to rain or is it not? And, oh yes, it's going to rain. But we now we know that within 16 minutes and some change, I think it's locked up there in that bar. It's kind of messed up that way. Oops. Let me dump this off. But yeah, within 15 minutes or so, the rain will start and we'll have to discontinue harvesting for a little bit, and so I'll switch over to straw work. I maybe can switch over to hauling grain to market. I gotta keep an eye on prices. Maybe I need to sell a little more barley while it's kind of at a high point, so I can empty storage out. I can take the canola over and get that sold. Oh, come on. Yeah, I guess I had it set on a very low. Not that it matters. Coming up to this hill here, it just crawls. So yeah, that isn't a mod that I've ever released. It's kind of a dumb one. It's just looking at the variables in the system that keep track of the weather, and actually, frankly, looking at it right now, it's dead wrong. It is saying that sun is coming after this 14 minutes and 50 some seconds. But that isn't true. What's really coming after it is rain. Right now it's just in the temporary rain phase, and I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's gotten a little more hazy in here. Can't, oh my. That pickup comes flying down over the hill and nose plows right into the concrete. So I don't even know if we'll be able to finish this small field that we're on here, number 41 or whatever it is. We can try to get it done before the rain hits, but we only have about 14 minutes. And I'm not sure that it matters. And sometimes the rains, I don't know how the algorithms work. I've noticed in Farm Sim 15, the rain never happens at night. I think that would all change in 17, especially with the Seasons mod. But in here, I think they never happen at night. So, you know, it's starting up. It'll be starting up near 11:45, thereabouts, 20 till. And it may go into the afternoon. It may go several hours. But it won't go at night. I can pretty well guarantee that. But as soon as the weather changes up there and goes from rain fade to full on rain, Well, then we'll know kind of how long it's going to last. And it's kind of across the board, you know. Sometimes it's a short rain, other times I think it's measured in hours. Maybe I better come out this way. And we'll save our course. What do we call it? 41. Let's see, storage. 41 combi to storage. That's what we'll call it. 41 combi to storage. I call it combi, oops, because that's the mode, you know, that he's in when he's offloading the combine. It comes from your combi to storage, or wait, grain transport, empty combi, that's what it's called. So we'll get him going. He should be all set up. You know, we can finish it. Let me get on this combine and try to help him speed up. Make sure we can get this thing done. And get, maybe even get him over to the other field and start it on the outer round. At least we can get this one done. Even this little tiny field we have in here is steep. Hard to tell from top down, but exercises the old hillside a little bit. Just hard to see. Yeah, this hill is so steep you can't even hardly see your next cut. That's why I do so much out of cab. Just better visibility all around. Is what it is. But we are going to get this done. Oops. And I'm going to drive my driver nuts because he's going to try following me and it isn't going to work very well. Whoop. We are going to almost collide. Like I say, I want to get this done. Now I'm going to make him mad again because I'm going to go over to another lane. That's alright. Come on. There we go. There we go. We'll get him offloaded. And, alright. Let's see if we can get back through the gate here. It seems like I had a trouble getting through here, which makes me wonder if a lot of my collisions changed here. You know, I did some work, unless this was wide enough just barely for the other combine to get through. Don't remember, and I don't like beating the stuffing out of it just to try to get through. Oh my word. Alright, let's see if I can push it ahead by going through the door. Yeah, everybody has to hold their nose watching me do this. But what can I say? Got the job done. Only now we got another one to get through, and I can't remember if I removed the glitch. Something happened in here where it seems like some of the collisions came back. Yeah, it's hitting there and hitting here. I'm almost positive I had those off. Oh, this is going to do damage. Almost got to take a running go at it. There we go. We'll be on this field but back here for a while, so I think we'll be alright. I'm going to get him going and at least get started on the outer round. So we can keep this show moving. go over to this. Now I already have to... I'm already done with this particular course. I have saved it, right? Let me stop it at 41 copy to storage. Yes, I did. So I'll now head over to the other field and get ready to offload my combine. And I get to create the course all over again. Oops. I tell you what, when I next go out again, I gotta come in here and fix those rock walls. I'm not sure how they change, but I gotta update the collision on here so I can get through here with my combine without just ramming the fence. I would just open the gap a little bit further, but then the gate wouldn't fit, and yeah, it would just cause a few issues. So I'll maybe come in here and follow my combine in and get ready to offload. You know, I love these weed patches, but I wish there was a way to, when the combine came through, that mowed them off. And maybe some of you seeing this would just say, well, implement the soil mod, and then you'll have weeds that you can, you know, incorporate into the soil and cut off or whatever. And that's true. I mean, this is a different kind of foliage. Maybe it means I shouldn't have made the field come all the way to the fence. I don't know. Whatever. But we are down to 6 minutes till the rain hits. I'm reminded again I need to do something with this edge. Like I say, it all works. You know, if you look at it kind of from this angle, you have a sense of kind of a cliff, an enormous drop-off kind of on the edge, whatever. But when you come over here and you just see the edge, I mean, that just kind of wrecks reality. Maybe what I need to do to fix it is to take these rocks and turn it on its side so that it can indeed be a type of cliff. So that if I do come off to the side, I see the cliff, and in my mind it'll be, oh yeah, this is a drop-off. We're up here on a plateau. It's normal, nothing to see here, whatever. Just one of those things. Let's see how much. Okay, the combine is half full. I don't know if it can get filled in the next 5 minutes. Maybe I just need to let him go until he gets filled. I wish I knew what caused him to stop, you know, in areas like that. Oh, I see what it is. It's, I wonder if he's just having trouble with the terrain. It's steep right there on the side, so... Alright, maybe I just need to take over manually. And I can fight with the hill. Yeah, it'll go. But apparently when you hire, if it doesn't want to go or wants to fuss around, it will take its time. Now, can I hire him now? Now will he go? Yeah, I think he found his purpose. Yeah, there's one steep hill in here too. I have no idea if something this steep would be farmed in real life, because the realities of erosion, and that ain't gonna happen, but we do have a rain coming. And you can see, you can see the skies darkening as it loads a cloud texture into the skybox, and the mist is going to start to come up, and that's just kind of during the rain fade what it's doing. And we will see the first drop the moment the rain fade goes to 0. So it's coming. Maybe we'll end up getting around. Oh, that's kind of cool. That plane kind of flies right in the gap there. Nice touch. Added by an odd author. Alright, it's getting full. Don't know. Okay, it's 81%. And maybe still has a little ways to go, or it's gonna be stopped cold. Like I say, we may get lucky here and get the whole first round done, which will be handy. And I'll get a little more in my trailer that I can take that down to storage, so it'll make a decent load and take care of that. How am I doing on prices? Let me go look at that. Time has a way of, oops, moving along. 182, 262. You know what? I may just go in and sell the barley that I have. That might be the first thing that I do. I have no idea how far it's going to drop. As soon as the rain hits. So that'll be nice, maybe, actually. I can get some of that done without having to finish harvest first. Just take a breather. And you know, I gotta say, rain during harvest is something that hardly ever happens here. I mean, it does, but the area where I live is blessed with really dry summers, and we just don't get very much rain once summer comes on proper. Now, the guys that do hay, you know, in the spring, sometimes they can have a dickens of a time getting all that done. But if you're harvesting grass seed, which is one of the primary crops grown in this area, even wheat, a lot of times we have what we call an Indian summer into the fall, and there just isn't a lot of rain. You know, once you hit July, July and August, early September tend to be very dry with hardly a peep, you know, from the sky, which is pretty handy. Almost kind of like in game here, we just don't get a super lot of rain, I guess. Look at that, 1 minute. Think he'll make the round? I think he will. I'm glad we got started over here. That'll be just enough to... I don't have a cover for this, so it's going to end up getting a little bit wet as I go down to storage, but you know what? That's alright. That's alright. Now, will he know how to... I don't think he will. Let me try to help the guy out. Because it seems on the first round they enjoy looking for fences to cross. Let me get him going on the next path, and he's going to be stalled out shortly. In like literally 30 seconds. If the math is right in the system. And I think it will be. I see the storm clouds gathering. Rain is coming. Zoom. Actually, he's going to end up having a little bit left in his combine that we won't be able to haul, but that's all right. He kind of has a covered system, so I think he'll be all right. Yep, and there he sits. I saw a drop. Folks, we are raining. So let me take him off higher. We'll put his... Yep, we'll just turn him off. We don't got much choice. We'll take our full trailer now down, and hopefully it doesn't get too wet before we put it into storage, but we are done combining for a bit. Oh, and now we have the answer. 4 hours. Just over 4 hours of rain. There you have it. I've got to drive through crop just a little bit to set up this course. Start course recording. Let me see here. I almost think the course we had before is probably about... Well, wait a minute here. Do we have... Hold on a second. Do we have a course from 42? No, we don't. We have 42 to bale sell. We don't have a 42 to either storage or to a sell point. So we're going to start recording, and we'll just head down the hill kind of like we did on the other one. I'm sorry, I'm kind of on the right side of this. Probably should be on the left. But, oh well. Yeah, now we see the rain kind of starting in earnest. I suppose is where we got to start complaining like a proper farmer about the silly weather that keeps us from doing what we know we need to do. But we'll hold off that. And I don't think I'll bore everybody on creating this course. I'll do that off camera. So just wanted to say thank you everybody for watching, spending a little bit of time here. Hope I didn't bore anybody too badly. I'll finish this off cam and we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye until then.